Assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessings be upon you all. I am Asim Ansari, your maths teacher. Welcome back to part 1, video 2 of Unit 6, More Division, dear students. In this video of Unit 6, More Division, I am going to continue two-digit division using long division method, explain the concept of remainder in division, and also explain the concept of checking in division. Dear students, I'm going to give you all a surprise. Let's start our class today with a story. Are you ready? Excited? Goldilocks and the Three Bears story. Once upon a time, there was a bear family living in a forest. One morning, Mama Bear prepared porridge for breakfast. As it was hot, Papa Bear decided to take Mama Bear and Baby Bear for a walk in the forest. Near the forest, there lived a beautiful girl named Goldilocks. As she had beautiful golden hairs, she was called so. One morning, she was walking in the forest and lost her way. She saw a cottage and knocked on the door, but nobody was there. So she went inside. The cottage belonged to three bears. Goldilocks was very hungry. She saw 3 bowls of porridge on the dining table. First, she tried a spoonful from Papa Bear's big bowl and said, "This is too hot." Next, she tried from Mama Bear's medium bowl and said, "This porridge is also too cold." Finally, she tried from Baby Bear's small bowl and said, "This porridge is just right." And she ate the whole bowl. After eating, she saw 3 chairs in that room. She sat on Papa and Mama Bear's chair. It was too big. She sat on Baby Bear's chair and said that it was just right to sit. While rocking on the chair, it broke down and she fell down. Goldilocks felt very tired, so she went upstairs to the bedroom. She saw 3 beds in the bedroom. She lay on the first bed and felt that the bed was too hard. The second bed was too soft, but the third bed felt just right and she slept in it. Soon the 3 bears came home. "What's this? Someone has been having my porridge," said the Papa Bear. "Someone has been my porridge too," said the Mama Bear. "Someone has finished all my porridge," cried Baby Bear. Papa and Mama Bear said that someone was sitting in their chair too. "Someone has broken my chair," cried the Baby Bear. They rushed to the bedroom. Both Papa and Mama Bear saw that there was someone who slept in their bed too. "Oh, Mama, Papa, someone is sleeping in my bed," said the Baby Bear. Goldilocks woke up and ran into the forest. She never returned. Dear students, let's practice. The reason for my narrating the story to you is, just like Goldilocks, we are going to choose the just right number to divide. Not too big, Not too small, but the just right number. So let's begin. 90 to be divided by 5. So let's write in the long form, long division form. 90 inside, 5 outside. 90 is the dividend, 5 is the divisor. So the big digit, that is the highest place digit, we will take and divide. So here tens place digit is 9, which is the highest place digit. So 9 is to be divided by 5. Let's write the steps of long division, that is daddy, mummy, sister, brother. So first step is to divide. We have to divide this 9 by 5. So we have to check in 5 table. So 5 zeros are 0, 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10. The number to be divided by 5, it should not be more than 9. It can be either less or it can be equal to 9. Here we are not getting a number which is equal to 9. So if we take 5 twos are 10, it's too big, isn't it? If we take 5 zeros are 0, it is too small. So what is the just right number? 5 ones are 5. One group of 5 we can take. So we have to divide it by 1. So let's write this one on top of 9. The next step is to multiply. We will multiply 5 into 1. 5 into 1 is 5. We will write that 5 under 9. Then the next step is to subtract. We will subtract this 9 minus 5. What it will be? 4. Now the next step is to bring down. So what is the number beside 9? It's 0. We have to bring down the 0. So now we got a new number, that is 40. This 40 is to be divided now. We have to start from all over again. We have to repeat the steps from the starting. So we need to divide this 40 with 5. So let's write the 5 table again. Let's write it from 7. 5 sevens are 35, 5 eights are 40, 5 nines are 45. So if we go see this 5 nines are 45, it is too big, and 5 sevens are 35, it's too small. So what's the just right number? 5 eights are 40. We can take 8 times. We can take 8 groups of 5. So we'll write that 8 on top of 0. Then the next step is to multiply. So 5 eights are 40. We'll write that 40 under 40. 5 eights are 40. Then the next step is to subtract. So what we have to subtract? 40 minus 40. 40 minus 40 will give us a 0. Isn't it, my children? Now the next step after subtraction is to bring down. Is there any number to bring down over here? No. So nothing is left to bring down. So we are done. So what's the quotient? Quotient is 18 and the remainder is 0. So we are done. Remainder in division. Now what is remainder? Let's try to understand, my children. Sometimes in division we may not be able to equally group or equally share all the objects. Something might be left over. Let's say this example. Here 13 lollipops are to be shared equally between Ali and Raj. How many each will get? How many lollipops will be left over? Let's see this. Suppose this is Raj, this is Ali, and they have this 13 lollipops. So equally when we give them, so each of them are getting 6. But what's happening? One lollipop is left over. 6 plus 6 is 12. This one is left over which we cannot divide equally between them. So what is this one called? One leftover lollipop is called. That one leftover lollipop is called the remainder. The number that is leftover in division is called the remainder. So how do we write it in the answer? 13 lollipops when shared between two children, Ali and Raj, each got 6. So 6 is the quotient and 1 which is remaining is the remainder. Dear students, let's practice some question with remainder in division. Let's see this example. 83 to be divided by 3. Now we'll write it in the long form. 83 inside, 3 outside. So the highest digit we have to take, 8 is the highest digit to be divided by 3. So the first step is to divide 8 to be divided by 3. Let's write the 3 table. 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, 3 threes are 9. So we can see that this 3 threes are 9 is too big and this 3 ones are 3 is too small. So what will be the just right number? That's 3 twos are 6. Yes. So two groups of 3 we can take. So that two groups we will write it on top of 8. So we have divided. So next step is to multiply. So let's multiply this 2. 3 twos are 6. Then after multiplication we will be going for subtraction. So this 8 minus 6 is 2. Right, my children? Now after subtraction we have the bring down step. So what's the next number after 8? It's 3. We need to bring down this 3. So the new number becomes 23. So these 23 has to be divided now. We need to repeat the steps. So the first step will be to divide this 23 with 3. So let's write the 3 table from 6, which is very much near 23. So that's how we guess and we write the table. Instead of writing the whole table, we can guess where this number is. That near to that number table we can write. So now we can see that 3 8s are 24. It's becoming bigger than 23. So that's too big. And 3 6 are 18. It's too small. It's very far away from 23. So the just right number is the 3 sevens are 21. So we get 7 groups of 3. So these 7 is to be written on top of 3. So next step is to multiply. Multiply this 3 with 7. What do we get? 21. So write that 21 under 23. The next step is to subtract. Now subtract this 23 with 21. What do we get? We get a remainder 2. Is there any more number to bring down over here? No, there is no more number to bring down. So we stop and we are done as nothing is left. So what will be our quotient? Our quotient is 27. What is our remainder? Our remainder is 2. This 2 is what we could not equally divide. So that remained. So that's the remainder. This is so easy to do questions with remainder. Isn't it, my children? Dear children, let's practice some questions using long division. 67 is to be divided by 9. Let us write it in the long division form. 67 inside, 9 outside. 67 is the dividend, 9 is the divisor. The highest digit we have to divide first. So 6 is to be divided by 9. So here one thing you have to see it clearly, my children, that this 6 is smaller than the divisor. The 6 dividend is smaller than the divisor. So in 9 table it is not possible to get a 6 at all. So let us see the table. 9 zeros are 0, 9 ones are 9. So this 9 ones are 9 is becoming too big. We cannot take it. What is remaining to take now? Only 9 zeros are 0 because we cannot make a group of 9 with 6. This is less than 9, so we cannot even make one group. So what we have to take? We have to take the just right number will become 0. So there are 0 groups, no groups. So we will write a 0 on top of 6. Then the next step goes to multiplication step. So what we have to multiply? This 9 to be multiplied by 0. So what do we get? 9 zeros are 0. We will write that under 6. Then we will go for the next step, that's to subtract. Now 6 minus 0 will be 6. And the next step is to bring down. What is the number to bring down? It is 7. 7 is to be brought down. Now the new number becomes 67. So now the 67 is to be divided. So we will start over again with the first step. So 67 is to be divided by 9. So we'll write the 9 table. 9 6 are 54, 9 7 are 63, 9 8 are 72. We can see that 72 is too big and 54 is too small. 9 6 are 54 is too small. So what can we take? It's 9 7s are 63. So we can take 7 groups of 9. So we'll write this 7 on top of 7, and here we have written. Then we will go for multiplication step. 9 7s are 63. Then we will go for the subtraction step. 67 to be 67 to be subtracted from 63. So what do we get? A 4. Then the next step is to bring down. So what there is no number to bring down over here, as there is nothing to bring down, nothing left, so we are done. So what's the quotient? Quotient is 7. What's the remainder? Remainder is 4. My children, the only thing here which you have to remember is when the dividend is smaller than the divisor, we go for a 0 step. Dear students, let's start with the last topic of our video lesson today, checking in division. So how do we check our answer is correct or not in division? It's a very easy method, my children. We just have to see this one. Quotient is to be multiplied with divisor. Now we'll get a product after multiplying, right? So that product has to be added with the remainder. So the answer of this should be equal to dividend. If it is equal to dividend, then it is correct. If it is not equal to dividend, then it is wrong. So let's see with an example. So this question just now we did. So here the quotient is 27, the divisor is 3, the remainder is 2, and the dividend is 83. So let's go for quotient into divisor. That means this quotient is to be multiplied with divisor. So let's do it. Here 27 is the quotient, and we are going to multiply it with 3. So 3 sevens are is what? 3 sevens are 21, and then 2 goes carry over. So 3 twos are 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. So we got here 81. 81 is the product. Quotient into divisor we got, that is at 81. Now this is the product. To this product we will be adding the remainder. So let's add the remainder 2. So when we add, what are we getting? 2 plus 1 is 3. 8 and nothing is 8. So this one 83, is it equal to dividend? Yes, it is equal to dividend. That means what? This sum what we have done here is correct. Isn't it easy to check, my dear children? So what we need to do? Quotient to be multiplied by divisor. To the product of it, add the remainder. Then we get the dividend. Dear students, do these homework questions in notebook and textbook as shown here on this homework slide. Now you all must practice, because this long division method has been introduced for the first time, and without practice you will not be able to do division questions at all. With this, we have come to an end to our video lesson. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.